Hi, you gals, pals, and non-binary. Wait, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It's me, Maria. Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to cover your brows, or at least how I cover mine. Okay, so one of the most important things is you need a good translucent powder. I use this RCMA no color powder. It works great. You're going to need your glue stick. I use the purple to whatchamacallit? Purple case eclipse. Disappearing purple. We're bilingual here. And then you're gonna need this brush. So that's real dirty, but I don't give a fuck. I use a metal one. I find that it's just a lot stronger and I like it. And sometimes it stabs me and reminds me that I can feel pain.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah, what else do I use? I also use, where is it? Where is it? Oh my god. Oh my god. You're gonna need a beauty blender. Another dirty one. So you're gonna want this for this. They go hand in hand, and they are a must. Oh my god, I dropped it. You need a beauty blender for the powder. That is a trick that I learned. So I've already used rubbing alcohol on my eyebrows. That just helps get the oils out. So you just rub that. I use the whatever I can find lying around. Like tissue paper. Here. This is the other thing I've been looking for. Then you're gonna use this. Dermacol Film Studio Baranadov Prague makeup cover. This is essential. I use this instead of concealer. It's expired and I'm gonna keep using it up until it's fucking empty because I don't give a shit about no expiration date. Yeah, I think that's it. Powder, concealer, foundation afterwards, glue. So let's get started. Okay, so for the first application, it doesn't really matter whichever way you put it. You can go side, you can go up, you can go... Oh my... Just don't fly it! Hi, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you okay? Did I hurt you? Okay. Jesus, let's get that set up working so nothing's falling on me. Okay. So yeah, you know, you can just kind of fucking make it go wherever you want. I typically go in, forward like that first. And then with my, I think this is like a lash comber or something, but it's real nasty if you can see that. It's real dirty. You could clean it. It takes probably 3 seconds. But I'm not going to do that today. So yeah, then I use the back of it and I kind of just flatten it after I brush it up. And once I do that, there's probably a lot of makeup here. Some people clean it off. I don't. And I just throw on another layer over top of that just to make sure that that's a good first layer. Okay, so that I consider one layer. Some people might consider it more. I don't know. But we're just going to repeat that onto this side. So I just stabbed myself. It hurts sometimes. The dollar store also sells these for about $1. Or you can go to Morphe, which is where I got this one, and use code, I don't know. Literally use code, I don't know. See if it works. If it does, hit me up. Let a bitch know. Because we need savings. Yeah, so then I just do all of that. I also do all my makeup in this tiny little mirror because I think it's the best, most efficient way to do makeup. It's one tiny piece at a time. Okay. So then we have to let that sit. So while I let that sit, I normally do the rest of my face. I already put on a bunch of moisturizer, so I'm going to put on probably more like filler. Primer, and then primer. What's my process? I put primer, moisturizer, primer, powder, and then setting spray? No, setting spray, the powder. I don't know.
This dumb fucking bitch. Okay, so it's setting spray and then powder. I did powder and then setting spray. My like foundation was all cracked. Don't do it that way.
You can do whatever. But this is specifically only going to be an eyebrow tutorial, so I'm going to do all of that off camera and then come back for the second layer. Okay, once you can like feel that it's not sticky and not really that wet, this one still feels a little wet because I did it last, but overall it doesn't feel too bad. So I'm going to just start with this side. Don't touch the brush. Don't use this thing at this point. Just with the glue stick, you're going to want to push your brow up and flat and try and get it as flat as you can. This is a process where it can take the longest. If it's not feeling flat enough, then you could probably let the glue dry and then try again in 10 minutes. Back. Oh my god. Yeah, you can try again in like 10 minutes once it dries. Yeah, you can try again in like 10 minutes once it dries, or you can just say, fuck it, Photoshop that shit. But I mean, ideally you shouldn't have to Photoshop it if you do it right, so may as well save yourself the effort. Okay, so that's going to be that second layer of glue, my technical second, even though I've done multiple layers, at least that's the way I do it. I could be layering my brows like 20 times. I still consider one layer with glue. Okay, so just, but I just consider that until it dries. That makes sense. Layer, in my opinion. Okay, so I went real heavy-handed on my contour, and I want to show you how to fix that. So I normally just use the same foundation brush I had with just a tiny bit of foundation, and I'll cut that cheek so it's like straight. I mean, what I mean when I say that is this. I put a Nike on my face, starting at the top of my lip, and then all the way down and around. And this gives you kind of that like smooth line that's more desired for that cheekbone, at least what I find is more desired. And then I'll just use my foundation again and just bring it in from here out into the cheek. You can go over that contour a bit just to like make sure that it's not super harsh. This I think kind of helps with blending. I don't really know. This could really be doing that on there. I think this is called like veiling or something like that. I can't remember where I've seen it, but that's what I'll end up doing. You then veil the powder, and I just kind of like brush, once you brush it away, it's not as hard. And I'm gonna make weird faces and noises with my voice. Then you're gonna take this and just like that's how I do my contour. I still have to add blush and all that, but that's how I do that nice line. Okay, so now comes the time where this is kind of dry again, so I can either put another layer on or start my powder. Once you're sure that your eyebrows are dry, I like to do as many layers for as many hours I expect the look to be. You're going to just essentially like dump the shit done. I'll show you. So I'm going to do another layer just in case my timing goes a little off or the eyes take a little longer than I expect. But you can do another layer here if you expect to be in drag for like 6 hours. I would say maybe it like into your head, or two more layers just to this thing. I feel like this. I used to just use like a brush or like something like this to like powder my brows after. It was not enough. It did not work. This is what I think really locks it in and gives you like that really flat surface. So it's very essential. It is the essential worker for your eyebrows. Pay it more. Make sure you give it all the attention it needs. About that much, and you're gonna take the end of your beauty blender and just like, then you wait like 5 seconds and you brush that shit off and try not to like get clown lung from it, which is a very important thing that people should talk about because that's dangerous. Once you have like barely any of the powder off, you're gonna just continue on like nothing ever happened. So my brows are almost fully covered. We're gonna go in with one more layer of glue at the end. This is the final layer. Oh, that was a lame one. This layer probably takes the longest to dry, layer that you put and this is why purple's so important because you can see when it's dry or for us, purple. For me. So that's why you want to do that. What you say? I forgot to contour my chin. An important thing about contouring my chin, I always like to contour and then add blush to it too, because I find wherever you put contour, you should also put blush, just so it like blends better or looks more natural. I don't know if that actually works. While you wait for this layer to, I do it anyway. To dry, I typically start to map out the rest of my face, so like my lips, my eyes. I can't do my eyebrows yet because of course they're still drying. So yeah, this is kind of the process for my lips. Right here, and just put on a nice thick layer. Wow. Okay, so now that these are dry, okay, so that brow's essentially gone. Poof, what? You're gonna grab this. It's like magic. Just like the tiniest amount, and then you're just gonna do, believe it or not, the exact same thing to the other side. Ooh. Literally that should be able to cover one whole. Put on a nice thick layer. Wow. Oh my god, I'm so amazing at this. Wow. How do you even do it? It's like there and then it's not there. And also I always use tiny brushes. I'm not sure if that's proper. I don't even know what type of brush this is. This could be a concealer brush, this could be an eyeshadow brush, this could be a fucking highlighting brush. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. This is in no means a way to do things. This is just a way that I do things, if that makes any sense. I'm just saying. You want this part to dry too. You don't want to be fucking playing and putting makeup on like a wet canvas. It's not that big of a deal. You know, you just don't want to be doing that already. So, and just like kind of, I always bring my this connector so that it's all kind of like one piece, and I'll kind of like draw a happy rainbow, and this is gonna be the whole piece that's like filled with that same shade, just for the sake of like blending and. Run. I'm allergic to this makeup, or it's too expired for me, so it always makes my eyes and nose run. What was I saying? Yeah, so that's how you cover your brows. I'll draw on my brows too, that way you can see what the final product looks like once like you have makeup over it and highlighter and stuff. But yeah, essentially it's pretty. Oh my god, it's like coming through a lot. You guys, I fucked up. I don't know what I'm doing. Cancel this. Cancel. No. Don't do what I did. I clearly fucked something up. Oh god. So as you can see, you can still kind of see the eyebrow shape. That's fine. That's normal. That's how it always looks for me. I figured I could help. Maybe because I don't know what I'm doing. I always line up my eyeliner or my. Who's to say what forward and what the right way is to do anything nowadays? The tip of my brow. That's where I want the like arch to be. So yeah, and where to start. So then I do that on both sides. I'm just gonna take my I typically try and use my natural eyebrows that I can still see through as kind of a rough estimate of where things should be going. So I'll always start off over top of my natural brow, and I'll always begin right at the same point. I find that this kind of helps create more of a something that's more symmetrical for your face, you know. So that'll be the first line I put, and then that's the second line. I always do kind of like an angry eyebrow. That's fine. That's just who I am. I sometimes like to have this kind of like come more to like a thing, you know? So I'll typically do just like the tiniest little line. And then kind of just like brush it out like that. Don't worry. Brush it out like that. Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. But essentially once you have that done, that's like your outline for your brows. So that's kind of like the basis of my brow. This eyebrow is definitely more higher up, so I'm going to try and just bring another line. See that? You see that? Does that make sense? Cool. So And for the fine details of the brow, I'm going to take, where is it? It was like this dollar store, not dollar store, it was like Shoppers Drug Mart. It's called Quo Beauty or Quo Beauty. And I'm going to use that for the little like fine line details. So I'm going to do it so you can kind of see. Just like that. It's never going to be perfect either. Never feel like you need your makeup to be perfect because it's never going to be perfect. So then that's essentially that brow. Cool. So while that's setting, that's not setting, it's just chilling. I'm gonna try and use my concealer now to show you how I hide the rest of that brow. I just use random fucking giant chunk of concealer, put it over the brow, and also help define the bottom of that brow. Yeah, I hope you guys like this, and this is basically how I outline my face and get ready to
very handy.
do a look. These are the first steps. This is what I do.
I really want.
If I don't do this, then I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
See, they're
essentially
so,
I hope you enjoyed it.
Wow.
I'm also right now this looks high for my face, but once I draw my eyeliner,
so
there will be a
this will
finishing
all
product
look
to
right.
this. Don't you worry. But you just can't watch that yet. You're gonna have to wait. No watching, no peekings, no sneakings. Also, I'm in the process of moving right now, so everything's a mess, as you can see. I soon will have a new backdrop / shooting area eventually. So yeah, I hope you guys found this informative, fun, and helpful, and don't forget to like and subscribe somewhere. I don't know where yet. And also tell me what you want to see. If you want to see another tutorial, then, you know, just like drop a comment. Okay, bye.